Already Tracy challenged the score loud, no equipment bags, Flashbang Revenge, and no explosives. And it's no equipment bags, which means that we've got 3 mech kits, and it's score. And it's also no explosives, which means that we can't actually just bring a thumper and, well, get an extra mech kit instead of bringing a blowtorch, which is a bit unfortunate. And then finally there's Flashbang Revenge, which doesn't really matter all that much except for when we're trying to actually enter an area. After clearing, let's just say 6 guards over there, or more accurately, units over there. And it turns out, they all drop some flashbangs, rendering that area not very viable to actually enter. Because we get flashbanged, but nonetheless, we're just going to wait over here awkwardly. Hi there, you. No, we're not doing this. Right, let's just not continue shooting in that situation, since at that point someone's gonna die, and it's not going to be an enemy unit, so we're just going to refrain from doing that again. Leave this bag of gold over here, grab this bag of gold, and then afterwards just really try and defend everyone else. Or for that matter, just cyber, since that's kind of how this goes. But we're gonna leave that over here, we're gonna hop over here, then we're just gonna make sure that no one dies, which seems rather high on our priority list. Hi there. Calm down. There we go. And now that we're done doing this, we can just grab some gold over here. Cyber's gonna watch that over there. And hopefully hit their shots. And then we're just going to, well, go over here. Hi there. Thank you, Jay. And then we'll just leave this bag of gold over here. Take care of the units all the way over there. And then afterwards, we can just move this gold through here. And hopefully the snipers don't actually exist, since I'm not very much looking forward to the snipers. Because they're, well, snipers, and snipers do a terrifyingly high amount of damage on score, which is suboptimal for trying to stay alive. Let's just... No, we're not doing this, right? That's not how this works. There we go. And then we can just move the rest of the bags, and then afterwards, hopefully, by then the door would have been breached, which should be right around, let's just say, now. Exactly, right then, so we're just gonna go through here, and because we've got another SWAT van, we're just gonna go through here, and then quickly check over there for a sniper, which, there's one, of course there is. And now we can just start shooting, and then hopefully not miss all our shots, because with the sniper it's actually a relatively fast, well, resolution of the SWAT van, and rendering it no longer a threat, which is always ideal for trying to stay alive. I see you over there, shield unit, and no, we're not... I mean, if they're gonna hop down, that's kind of on them, so we're just gonna leave it at that, take care of the units behind us, and then quite frankly, just get moving, which... Hi there. Nice to meet you and all, but that's not what I'm really going for here. And I'm just gonna go through here, heal up, get flashbanged by that flashbang that was surprisingly far away, to a frustratingly far extent, but nonetheless, we'll just leave it over here, and hopefully, we're not gonna encounter too many snipers on the way back, which, so far, is highly promising, except for that part, but now that that's resolved, it's far more promising than it was a bit ago, which was still really promising. Well, let's try our best to take out a few of those units over there, but actually, since we've got our sprint back, we're just gonna run through here, go over here, and then just avoid the units. It's a much simpler solution, and we won't have to fight the snipers, which is also a far simpler solution, and far less frustrating, because otherwise we'd miss every single shot. I mean, we're moving after all, trying to shoot snipers that are across the map. But we're gonna open this door right now, we're gonna grab some gold, and then hopefully, we won't miss all of our sniper shots, which seems vaguely important for not dying, but now we're just gonna go over here, we're gonna hit the remaining shots that we have to make. I mean, they're vaguely simple. Hi there, you. Well, I mean, that sniper could barely see me, but it was enough, and that's not exactly great. And so far, we've taken a terrifyingly large amount of... Hi there, everyone. Not exactly what I had in mind, but... I mean, if the Aegis units are down, that's not really gonna be a problem, and hopefully... well, the sniper that did shoot me earlier is now... resolved. Permanently. Because the snipers up over here, they don't respawn, so that part's completely non-problematic, and we can just go over here and... Hi there. No, we're not doing this. And now that that problem's resolved, we can just go over here, go through here, and maybe take care of the unit that's right in front of us. Seems like a good strategy for staying alive. And then afterwards, you can quickly stop over here, grab some gold. Hi there. And then run through here. And so far, we're still alive. And all of the encounters have been... Why is there another squad there already? No, we're not... Right then, hold on. Excuse me, no. Alright. 20 or so sniper shots later, we've finally taken care of that. And now there's still one more unit, which we're still going to miss our first shot on. And then we're going to finally go through here. And then afterwards, there's a flashbang down there. Let's just wait for a bit. Because for some reason, it went all the way down the steps, which is a rather questionable method of, well, having flashbangs be effective, but I suppose in that case it did work, so we'll just go with it. And then we'll go over here. We'll drop the last bag of gold over here. And no, we're not doing this. Just no, right? So hopefully another squad doesn't spawn right over there just as we escape. And provided that we do escape, which just happened, that's the daily challenge in just under 6 minutes and 15 seconds. What were those missiles? Cheers everyone, have a great time!